Don't forget to subscribe. Alpha. It's okay. This is a strong Man U fan.
Good day to talk about football, the live commentary section on our channel, the Premier Sports Fan Center channel. We all know that whatever has a beginning must have an ending. And it's the final match in the 2023 Women's FIFA World Cup. It has been an exciting tournament since the 20th of July to today, 28th of August. Well, there has been some that have created history. Some has been the whipping teams, while some has actually painted their names hide there in glory, while some has been the villains. Now there are some that are victors, though villains make some victors become victory. And whatever we do, we must remember that wherever we start, it must actually come to an end. So it's today Spain facing England in the finals of the FIFA World Cup, Women's World Cup. Well, I'm not alone in the studio. I'm with my regular suspect. And it's going to be an exciting time. I remain Adeyemi, your host. We'll go for a very short breather. And when we'll come back, we'll dive into it fully. To the Americas, even to the Asians, now down to Australia, for the female FIFA World Cup, it is Spain facing England. And I'm here from my far right. I have the Shegun, the female football enthusiast. He loves talking about female football. Shegun, you're welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, Solomon. Good morning, Yemi. It's a pleasure. We've seen 63 games already at the FIFA Female World Cup. 163 goals has been scored, fantastic goals, fantastic tournament. It's a record-breaking tournament, no doubt. This is the highest goals we've seen at the female World Cup. It has been an impressive one. We've seen the growth, we've seen, a lot of improvements in the female World Cup, in the female football, even when it comes to monetary aspects and the level of intensity and the quality of play has really, it has really gone up. And, it's a pleasure. Which best two teams do you think can play the final? You have the attacking instincts of the of the Spanish national team, and you have the defensive conscious team of the English national team. These are two teams that actually they are matched for each other, and we've always predicted one of them to get to the final of this tournament. So having England and Spain in the final, it's a pleasure to the eye. And don't forget, England will also be having they have Laura James, who is back from suspension in this final. She's on the bench in this game. So hopefully at a point she'll come into this game. But let the best team win this game.
Yeah, Shegun said let the best team win. Well, we hope the god of soccer is listening to that. The gaffer himself. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. What a day to be in the studio, most especially the final of the Female World Cup after a month. The tournament started July 20th and today is August 20th. That's a month of sweet football, and today it is to crown it up with the beauty of women football, and no wonder you get a team like England and Spain in the final. We have seen what they play. The quality of play in this Female World Cup is so high. We've not seen it before. There are a lot of records being broken in this World Cup, and we give it to them. England to be to be a pragmatic team, resilient and ruthless, and we know Spain all their attacking brilliance and the technical interpretation of football and the tiki-taka style of ball we've seen in this, there is no quality that is missing here. And this is the first time after 20 years you are having two Europeans playing the final. So it's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, the gaffer said it's going to be an exciting game. I hope you are not about to just leave the dial. You just have to stay glued to us and listen, because we are going to be giving you as the hot package on the live commentary edition of this show. Let me start with Segun. Before we delve into the match already, I want to ask you your best match of the tournament.
Well, my best match of this tournament has to be the game between Brazil and France in the group stage. You know, that was a game that shows lots of creativity, lots of technical input. You even have to ask yourself, is this female football? Because you look at the intensity in that game, you know, it was an intelligent game, a beautiful game, worth of being the final of this competition. Yes, it has to be Brazil versus France.
Yeah, Segun said it's Brazil. Yeah, France took that game 2-1.
Yes.
And the gaffer, your best
mine will be Colombia versus Germany.
Colombia,
the day Colombia defeated Germany, it was, in fact, that day I had to call Segun myself. I said, "Did you see your babe? Did you see what your babe is doing?" You know, I was so excited with the quality of play. That, to me, that's my own.
That's your match of the best match. Staying with you, the gaffer, your best goal of the tournament.
Well, it's still Caicedo, the Colombian lady, the 18 years girl. 18 years, right?
Yes.
Who scored? She flip-flap, beat two defender and got that
against
goal.
Germany.
Against Germany, yeah.
And Segun, your best goal of the tournament.
My best goal has to be that free kick from the Panama lady
against France.
That was a beautiful free kick, and it still remains the only free kick goal we've seen in this World Cup. And, you know, for it coming out from it seemed like Panama, it shows a lot of improvement and a lot of quality, you know, in the game. So it has to be the free kick from the Panama lady against France.
Yeah, Segun said it's the free kick goal against France, the final round of the group games in the FIFA, just about to get concluded FIFA World Cup. And the gaffer said Linda Sasaido goal against Germany is his own best goal of the tournament. Well, we are yet to see a goal in this match because at the 13th minute of the game, it's still 0-0 and it's an exciting game. Spain is actually bringing up taking the game to England, and England is absorbing the pressure and taking the game back. Segun, let me start from you. Your predictions for this game?
Well, it's a tight game, and this is the first time I'll be caught in a corner.
On the fence? You want to sit on the fence?
I'm not sitting on the fence, okay. But if you're looking at the attacking instincts of Spain and the way they've started this game, looking at the kind of players they started, you know, starting Salma, and you're having Redondo in the starting 11. These are players that actually come from the bench, but they are their best prolific strikers in this tournament. We've seen Salma come from the bench to score 3 goals in this competition. We've seen Redondo also score 3 goals off the bench. So these are their attacking instinct players. And from the way they've started this game, you know, they've actually tried to attack England more than England attacking Spain. So I'm kind of tilting towards a Spain win in this tournament.
We'll continue that conversation. Just for our viewers, it has been confirmed Neymar is an Al Hilal player. We just have to bring that in. You know, we are here to give you the gist as they are in the world of football. And also, Bono, the former goalkeeper of Sevilla, is now officially an Al Hilal goalkeeper. And there's something Saudi Arabia is working on. They are trying to see if the champions of their league can be part of the UEFA Champions League. Let's see how that goes by. We will be here to give you the update on that. And Segun, well, we've seen Spain being demolished by Japan 4-0. And they took all the possession like this. And Japan did all the right things and they won the game. Do you see England doing that kind of thing? Well, it's not
about England doing that, because it's not every team that can do what Japan did against Spain. Because it's one thing for you to soak pressure, and it's another thing for you to have tanks of energy in your team. And being clinical. That is what is the most important thing about Japan team in this World Cup. But, you know, they were just unfortunate to face off, what's it called? Was it Sweden that actually sent them packing in this World Cup? Because that is another resilience team. that they also have the energy of playing for 90 minutes and they have the height. That was just the difference in that game. If you watch the time,
and even the penalty they lost.
If you watch towards about 10 minutes of that, the last 10 minutes of that game, you see the way Japan actually pressed the Swedish in that game.
And England cross into the box. What can they do with it? She controls it. They play the ball. It's off the crossbar, and the crossbar just saved Spain there. England from Ems. Ems just had a very good attempt there, and oh my goodness, how they lost. The gaffer. This game. It seems it's going to be mind-blowing, exciting.
Of course.
And if I were ask you, who do you think will be the champions?
In a game like this, it's very tight. But sometimes I have to be sentimental, or I have to choose. But in fact, when you want to balance these two teams, it is very difficult to balance.
Yeah.
Look at the defense of the England side. It is the best in the tournament. There is no team that can come. How many goals have they considered? 6 matches played. They only considered 3 goals, and they've scored 13 goals. Yeah. You know, talking about the Spanish side, they scored the highest goal in this tournament in 6 games played. They've scored 17. Yeah, they've considered more. 17 goals. So 17 goals in the tournament. So that's to tell you how good they are. And when it comes to this kind of play, you begin to try how to marry it together. Who will come? But the winner. We just emerge through just error because both of them are tight. But if you look at the defense,
on that error, some winnings do come from brilliance of a player.
Of course, winnings do come from a brilliance. But if you have a solid defense who are active, who are agile, who are on the watch, they will tame your brilliance. You understand? And bring it.
It doesn't always work like we saw the.
Finally, it's not going to bring
the goalkeeper was there. Oh my God, Epps was there to the rescue and keeping the game new. Redondo had that chance and she missed it.
So see, now we are talking about the defense, and remember the goalkeeper is part of it because she have the highest clean sheet. She have had 4 clean sheets. So it will be very difficult, and they've considered less goal, just 3 goals in this tournament. So that is the defense. And Spain, for them to get a goal against England, they have to be extraordinary to get a goal against the English side. Because the way it is going now, well, I still hope that if you ask me to choose where, I don't, because people have broken defense, I used to see them before. You understand?
It was Sheffield that is responsible for that.
I don't know whether it's Ahmad that used to break it. So I'm going for Spain because I don't have bench to sit down this time.
Okay, Shegun, you didn't mention the team you are going for.
I mentioned that it's Spain.
Spain. Okay, so
did you say Spain?
I'll be tilting towards Spain.
Yeah, my 2 analysts in the studio. I'm the host. I'm the presenter. So I'm not entitled to be sentimental. Yeah. So it's the 19th minute of the game so far. Spain 0, England 0. England has hit the woodwork, and while Spain too has had helps coming to play, they've given a good test. The test coming from Redondo, and Spain started with a 4-1-2-3 formation. That's an all-attacking formation. Shegun, looking at this formation, they started with their usual number 1 goalkeeper, Cole, and Cordina and Paredes in the heart of the defense. Batile on the right and Camon on the left. Ablera on the center. Emoso playing behind the forward, and Bonatti, the Barcelona player. And Redondo on the right, Cadente on the left, and Paralluelo. We know Paralluelo and Redondo to be a regular substitution. And them starting this game. Well, what do you think the coach is tilting towards?
Well, you have to bring your prolific players to the final, and the players who are actually in form. Yes, when it comes to experience, I think that's what should have happened with Pusalas in this competition. It should have been better coming off the bench to the into the game, whereby he should be bringing experience into play for this Spanish national team. But with Ciro Redondo, coming off the bench and scoring incredible goals for Spain, critical goals for Spain, and that is England with the chance.
Oh no, that was well saved. But
we have 2 fantastic goalkeepers in this game. Kali is a fantastic goalkeeper, and you have Mary Epps, who is the current world best goalkeeper. 2 fantastic goalkeepers. We've seen them in this competition, and you know that they are not under pressure at all. So it will take lot of good work to actually score these 2 goalkeepers. So coming to the Spanish national team, I think it's good they started with Salma and Ronaldo up front, because these are your prolific strikers in this competition, and they are actually young. You look at Salma, she's just 20 years old and currently plays for a big team like Barcelona. So the experience is there for her. She's actually very good. And you're playing a game against France. You don't have to, think of tinkering your team from the bench, because you don't know what's going to happen in the first half.
That's a wrong.
Or in the early stage of the second half. So it's better they start with the players that know that they're actually prolific up front and can get them the goal. See the chances from Ronaldo and Salma in this first half already. And and it comes to the England the midfield. That is where this game is actually for the England. That's why I'm saying that's the difference between England and Japan. Because the Japanese national team, those ones are full of running, they're full of energy. For 90 minutes, they're ready to run. So you look at the way Spain has dominated this play in the opening 20 minutes, then you look at the England defensive midfielders, they have a lot of runnings to do.
Parallelo put the ball into the box, and it was Elps took it.
So they have a lot of runnings. Talking about the English midfielders, they have a lot of runnings to do to cover the Spanish team, because they can just outrun you within 45 minutes, and out of nothing they create a chance and score 1 goal. So they have to just be very much conscious in that midfield.
Shegun said they have to be conscious in that midfield, which I agree, because this kind of games, 1 goal can be the decider. Solomon, looking at this formation from England, it's a 3-5-2 formation with Elps in goal, and they have Bright out of the defense, Carter on the right, Greenwood on the left, and we have 5 straight midfielders, a parallel midfield. We have from left to right Daly, Toombs, Welsh, Stanway, and Bruns, and we have Emps and Russo up front. What do you think the female coach of England have in mind setting up his team like this?
All right, this is one of the formation that has been of help to the English side. And if you look at them, like I said, they are ruthless and they are pragmatic side, and their resilient side also. This formation has been so helpful, and that no wonder when we talk about Serena Wigman, when we look at her record since she came in as the coach of the England side, she have, out of the 38 matches she has played, she have only lost 1. 38 matches, she have lost only 1, and she drew 5 and won 32. You understand? That is a very good record that nobody has set. And the first match, I think it was in September 2021, she took over. And this formation has been so helpful, but she changed the formation during this stage of this World Cup. And if you look at the line-up, they are dangerous people. In fact, they were selected from the English league. They have one of the best league in the world. Right now they have the best. Let me just say they have the best league.
And that's a foul. Ems was fouled there by the Spanish midfielder, trying to tame her run so that she doesn't get to the dangerous area. You can continue.
Okay, so you see, Loris Ems is one of the danger man. You give her free chance, you give her that opportunity, she will score. We have seen her score hat-trick in their previous matches. And Rosso also is also danger man. But there is somebody that I am this is one of the best players of the tournament, and that is Willie Bright. They are one of the last center back. It's very hard. You see these days they give a player of the tournament to a defender, but she's outstanding because to me she's a box-to-box player.
They're staying with you. Don't you think England miss Lauren James?
Of course they miss her, but thank God they have a replacement, because it's like we are not missing her, but she will have. But right now she's in the bench. Probably we don't know. She's on the bench. Maybe she can come in the second half. We hope so. And if she comes, she definitely bring a different flavor into and it's a plus to them. So they will miss her to some extent.
Okay. I'm going to Shegun. What are the aspects you think Lauren James has been missed in the English setup?
Well, I don't really think they've actually missed her that much, except for her creativity. That's what they've actually missed in the setup. And the number of goals she brings into the team is what they've actually missed. We saw her in the group stage, but when you watch the game against Nigeria, when Lauren James although she was not even visible in the game against Nigeria, but immediately she left, the England team had to defend, and you have to look at their subsequent game against Colombia and then the semi-final against Australia. The creativity is not really there from the English team. They've actually been playing more direct football rather than playing more creativity like they play when they have Lauren James. At a point in this game, we're actually going to see Lauren James, because they'll actually need an intensity up front, to keep the Spanish team behind and keep them at the back foot. So probably around 50 to 60 minutes we'll be seeing her making her entrance into this game. But this is the right starting lineup for England to actually play with. When you have Walsh, you have you have Tone in the midfield, and you have players who can actually track back. You have Lucy Bronze, who is full of running, and she knows most of these players because she plays in Barcelona. She and Walsh also plays in Barcelona, so they know most of these girls. They know most of their weakness. So that is the better way to start. You need players who are full of runnings, players who can run for the entire 45 minutes without losing gas. That is what they actually need in the midfield. So it's the right midfield setup for them. And when you look at the wing, you have Rachel Daly. Yes, Rachel Daly hasn't brought in more goals to this competition like the Daly we saw at Aston Villa last season. And you look at Ella Tone, she has actually given a good account of herself in this competition. So up front, starting Emp and Russo, I think Russo might just be the player that hasn't really performed to the standard I know her of. Because if you look at Russo when she was playing at Manchester United last season, she's a fantastic striker any day. She gets about 10 to 12 goals, but here in this competition, we've only seen her scoring 1 or 2 goals, which is actually not a really good one for a standard or a player of our own caliber. But when you look at the English bench, you still have strikers like Bethany England. There's Koi Kelly, and there's Laura James on the bench. That's a very rich bench for England and capable of coming in the second half. You know, the thing is just keep it at 0-0 in the first half and frustrate the the Spanish national team, because that is one thing about Spain. When the goals doesn't come in for them, they get easily frustrated because they are an all attacking instinct team. That is what they want. They want to play attacking football. They want to dominate the game, and you can see them for the past 26 minutes we're watching this game. They've actually dominated play. But if it's not turning into goal, then they get frustrated. So that is the best way for England to win this game is just keep them at bay, but don't let them frustrate you. Don't let them make sure you soak a lot of pressure. As much as they are controlling the game, don't let them the chance, of testing your goalkeeper. That was one thing Japan did correct against them. You dominate the play around the whole pitch, but you won't test our goalkeeper. So that is where the defensive line.
They don't get to the final third.
That's where the defensive line of Greenwood, Millie Bright, and Jessica also comes in. They have to be conscious. They have to be very careful not to allow openings by the side whereby Salma and Rodondo would take advantage of that. So that is very much important for the English team.
And same with you, Shegun, you've talked about the defending. Now, you don't defense win you tournament, but goals will win you game. They need to win this game. So how do you think they should try to get a goal? How do you think the goal can come back?
The goal is going to come in. There will surely be goals in this game. One thing about it is if you get your defense right, then your attack will come to life. We saw it in the UEFA Champions League final, whereby the game between Manchester City and Inter Milan. The defense, both team defensive duty for the 70 minutes of that game was actually top notch, and they're able to contain each other. We couldn't see Lautaro in that game. We couldn't see Haaland in that game. It took an outside brilliant shot from Rodri to win that game. That is how finals are being decided. You need your technicality, you need your technical brilliance to come to play. So you don't just open space, you don't attack like like Solomon who always want to set his team. Everybody should attack. So you don't set your team. You don't set your team that way in the final. You have to be conscious. You have to know what you are setting up for. So you don't. An early goal here against England is going to spell doom for them because they will have to attack Spain, and Spain will surely have them where they want them to be because Spain wants them to come out so they can actually get into behind them. That is it. Spain don't play. They play camp football. They don't run. They don't rush. They just want to dominate you, and that has working for them.
Spain got the
first goal.
Spain have the first goal of the
I was just talking about it. You don't have to open your side. Once they are getting those.
The goal was scored by Cam on the left back. And Spain is 1-0 up
Spain have
at the 29th minute of the game. And the goal has been knocking, actually.
It has actually been knocking, and they have them where they want to have England right now. Right now, England will have to come out. And I was just talking about this. You don't have to open up yourself. You have to be conscious of not making errors. You see the way Spain marks you. This is a team that have 9-second, ball recovery rate. Within 9 seconds, the highest they've gone without the ball is 9 seconds to this tournament. Once they lose the ball, 2 Spanish players are already attacking. You can see the defense. Jessica was lost there. She should be marking Olmo there. That's what I was just saying. You have to be conscious at your back. You look at the hole. Look at where they pick those passes in between the holes, and that is how clinical they are. They get the goal. Right now,
that
England
was a beautiful.
Right now, England will be in a lot of troubles because they'll have to come out, and Spain have them exactly where they want them to be right now.
Yeah, Shagun said Spain have England exactly where Spain wants them to be. But it's football. It's like biscuits. Sometimes we don't know where it will crack, but it has cracked in a place because actually Spain is 1-0 up. The gaffer.
And this goal, I just want to give it to Carmona Garcia. You know, it's not all striker that can score this kind of goal.
She's not even a striker.
She's not a striker. She's a left back.
It's not every, because if you look at the placement, if you look at the placement and if you see the line-up of the English side, it will be difficult for anybody to score. But it was just sheer clinical brilliance that gave her that goal. And also, if you have more opportunity like that, she will make use of it.
She's going to score it. It's not like if she's going to score it if she sees another chance. You know what? If you check most of the goals Spain have scored in this competition, it is what's it called, training pitch tactics routine. That is what they score most in this competition. Is it the shot from is it the shot against Zambia? Is it the shots out against Sweden? Lot of fantastic goals you see from Spain. You know that you know that these are training ground routine goals that they score. So it's a well blended, a well cooked team.
Wow.
And when you're looking at the starting level, you're having 8 to 9 players playing for Barcelona. One is playing for Real Madrid and one is playing for Atletico Madrid. These are players that understand each other's movements. They know where this one is supposed to be. And don't forget, Barcelona they are the current UEFA Champions League winners. They're in the female category. So most of these players are already used to playing with each other. They know each other very well. And they know each other's weakness. So that's why I'm not really on the side of, is it possible England wins? That is why I'm not really on the side. And we've seen the weakness, you don't lose balls in the midfield. And that was why I was saying that the best place, where this battle is for England, where they can win this game is in that midfield. Don't make error in between. And you look at that game between Japan and Spain. You see as Japan makes sure in the center of the field, they are not giving Spain.
And that's an attack from Spain, from England, and well defended. That was a good run from Ems, but it was well defended. And for our viewers, you can join the conversation on our live chat. You can join the conversation. Just send your message, and we'll do well to read it out for you to join in on this conversation. And our number is on your screen: +234 903 04 99917. +234 903 04 99917. It's on your screen, and we can see the replay of that goal again. That was a calm, sweet finish.
Wow.
And going straight to the start at the 33rd minute of the game, the start so far, it has been a game that has been dominated by Spain. Spain having a 0.67 expected goal ratio and 0.14 for England. Ball possession 64% to Spain and 36% to England. Goal attempt 3-3, shot on goal 2-2, shot of goal 1-1. And it is just a testament to a game that Spain has dominated. And the gaffer, England needs to come back into this game if they want to be the winners of this competition by winning by scoring their own goal. What do you think England should be doing?
Well, England has not actually been a high-scoring team in this tournament. If you look at the only match they scored high was against China, where they scored 6-1. The rest is 1-0, 1-0, 2-1. They've not really upped their game when it comes to scoring. So I just hope that Serena Wigman, the coach of the England side, should up his attacking, the attack, and come up with possible means whereby they can be able to score goal. The way they come as they build up as a team. Yeah, as a unit. And get to your team before they score. Yeah. Probably there should be a change of tactics for you to get 1 or 2 goals. Remember, in the past, in the history of this finals, the winner has always scored 2 goals. That is the history so far. They said the 9 times they played, this is the 9th time they are playing the female final. The 9th time the winner have always scored 2 goals. So probably if history will continue, we don't know. But if England have to win this match, they have to up the attack.
Yeah, England have to up the attack, and it's been a balanced game so far. 35th minute, Spain with the ball, passing the ball around like they usually. Set the ball forward to Parallelo.
Yes. You see the beauty
and
of
she
game.
controls.
See
look at
how
that
much,
first
see
stop.
how much each of them are actually recovering the ball. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And remember I was saying that in the semi-final. I really want to see how they match each other, when it comes to ball recovery. Recovering the ball at the pace of 10 seconds is actually top notch.
So, yeah, it's top
They are
notch.
not letting the ball. But you can't really match the beauty we saw in that game between Spain and Sweden. That game was end to end. Attacking from the first minute to the end of the game.
And it's looking more like Spain is in a training section.
Yeah, they will dominate the play. That is their normal play. That's the normal play. They will knock you around. They will dominate you. They will open their defense. So right now, we're expecting England to actually make an early substitution.
And Spain on their attack, what can they do with the ball? They set the ball straight to the left-hand side of the attack, and Spain is just busy passing around, not like they want to do any damage.
No, that's the way they play their normal game. That's the way they play it. And out of nowhere, you see the first splitting pass coming through against your team.
Yeah.
Well, I expect England to make an early substitution in the second half. Rachel Daly might actually be going out. We're seeing Laura James coming in because they actually need a creative player there that can actually, hold one or two Spanish players and draw them outside to herself and create opening for our own teammates. They actually need that in this game. And let's see if they can keep it disrespectable at 1-0 going into the halftime. That is if Spain doesn't get the second goal, because it's looking more likely Spain are going to get the second goal in this first half.
Yeah, Spain. Shagun said Spain can get more goals in this first half.
They might get the second goal.
Yeah, they might get the second goal, and it's a free kick to Spain. Let's see what she does with it. This I think that's the Real Madrid player standing there. Parallels. Standing behind the ball. Cuffed it in. What can she do? That's another. Oh, well. That was a good attempt from the defender.
That's a good attempt from Honest there.
Oh, man.
Millie Bright will actually be disappointed in herself because she was actually giving her that on the plaza.
Time and space.
She gave her that. She actually nodded. She placed it down for a player like that.
Imagine that ball had gone in.
And that was going close to the goalkeeper's net. And you can see the disappointment on the Spanish player.
And her face, and she looked so disappointed. She knew that she just lost a jackpot. Because you don't get that kind of chance every day against England. And it's the 38th minute of the game. Spain still leading 1-0. Now, looking at this game so far, it has been end-to-end stuff. The goal just came on the run of play. And Shegun, if you are the English manager, what will you be doing right now?
I'll be thinking of when to bring in Laura James and probably, clinical striker like Chloe Kelly or Bethany in England in this game. Because when you look at Russo up front, like I said, she has actually been a bit rusty. And you have to actually give it to England. They missed the beauty of Betty Mead in this competition. If Betty Mead was around, probably you would have seen more clinical fireworks up front for England. But in her absence, Russo hasn't really, done. She hasn't really been like the Russo we saw last season in this competition. You look at Emp also, she hasn't really brought that Emp kind of performance in this competition. So probably the only player that might even just come in and try and create more spaces for England is probably Laura James in this game, and I expect that substitution to be made very early in the second half. That is the only substitution I can actually see, foreseeable happening for England early on in the second half. Laura James coming into this game for Rachel Daly, because we've not seen Daly in this game. Daly has been caged.
Yeah, truly, I agree with that. And there's a comment on our page from Mary Olugbodi saying it's not about who laughed best, but who laughed last. So I believe the game just started, and I believe England will win by 3-1. That's a faithful English supporter.
He's dreaming.
Yeah, okay, you said he's dreaming. Well, our dreams do come true, though.
Okay.
These dreams come true.
I know they are bad dreams.
They are bad dreams. So are you saying now it's a bad dream?
Well, even though we know that England may not win this match, but in football anything is possible. That is his own view. Probably
it's a final.
You know what he's saying.
There's the chance of them winning it. It's a final.
And with the way everything is set up now, it seems like the English formation is not working.
It's actually working. It's actually working because you've seen that they've actually contained Spain very well in the midfield.
Is it about containing alone? What about scoring?
Scoring will always be an issue for them because there's no creativity in that midfield. And they can't dominate the way Spain actually dominates. Even the United States of America of this world, even Netherlands, as good as Netherlands is, because Netherlands are the one that actually pushed Spain down to the wires in the second round. Like that game went into extra time. That's the only game that's the only team that can actually match Spain, man for man and creativity for creativity in this competition. Forget Japan defeating them 4-0. If it had been Spain-Japan in this final, I'm very sure Spain will defeat Japan in this final, no matter what Japan wants to do again. And that game was courtesy because it was like the last game of that group stage. And they actually relaxed their kind of play. That's why they could lose 4-0 to Japan. But you look at England, and you look at every team at this competition, there's no team that can dominate Spain. You look at that recovery rate, 10 seconds. It's even much today. On a good day, they recover within 5 seconds and they dominate you for the next 50 seconds.
Oh, that's a goal kick for England.
It's just about England, taking their chance, be clinical when you see that how do I used to call it?
And staying with you,
no chance out of chance.
Let's talk about Qatar. Qatar has been a fantastic addition to the English defense. What would you say about our performance in this World Cup?
If you watch Qatar from Chelsea, that Qatar is a fantastic defender. She's one of my favorite players at Chelsea. She actually brought it to the World Cup. She has never lost out of form. This is just exactly what Qatar brings to Chelsea, and that's why you hardly see Chelsea concede goals in the WSL, and that's why one of the reasons why they are fantastic. And not just Qatar alone. Millie Bright is another fantastic central back for Chelsea.
And England on the attack, what can they do? The cross came in, and nobody could connect with that.
No, she was connected, but she connected wrongly. She missed it. It's not like that was a pass or offside. Even aside from being an offside, that was a foot being put on the platter for you. She should be smiling.
That was the cross was delayed too long.
Offside was too. She was in an offside position, and that is.
She miscued the ball. She couldn't connect.
That ball would have used his right foot. Well, he missed it.
But it would have been an offside. Anyway.
So that's one of the things. When you see all this little chance out of no chance, you have to make good use of it.
Now we can see Spain restarted the match, passing the ball. The goalkeeper has sent the ball forward and back to England. It seems England is beginning to come out. It has been a calm game. Since the goal has happened. And I think England are trying to come back into the game, passing the ball around, trying to exploit spaces that Spain has provided for them to exploit. The gaffer, so far, there's this super sub that used to come up for Spain, Parallelo. She started today. If you will look at her performance in this tournament, what would you say about her performance?
In fact, she has been outstanding in this tournament. She have added to
and she's one of the Barcelona.
Of course, she's part of the team, and she has been good in this this thing. And to me, she's one of the. She's a midfielder, right?
Yes, she's an attacker. She's a forward.
She's a forward. Okay. She's been instrumental to the England side, and it's like she's better when she comes up from the bench. It's like she's better because this starting lineup, she have not been outstanding as we used to know her. But when she come in the second half, we used to see her performance. Her performance used to be very, very, very high. So I just hope that she pick her form, and now it's an opportunity for her to, because this is the last match, and she have to throw everything she have so that they can get that needed victory.
Solomon said they have to throw everything they have so that they can get the victory. But to me, I still think the Spanish coach, starting by Vilda, starting Parallelo, it's just that, in the final, you might not get a chance to recover. And Shegun, looking at it, what do you think was on the coach mind, starting Parallelo, center forward?
Yeah, exactly what he said. You might not have a chance in the game to recover. That is why you have to start Salma, Parallelo, and Moziko and Rododo in this game, because that opportunity might never present itself if you're a goal or two down. And you have to look at who she's replacing. Putellas. Look at Putellas in this competition. She hasn't really brought in a game This is a player who is just coming back from about 6 to 7 month layout due to injury.
Yeah.
Though she's the best player. So in this final, I think Putellas with a whole lot of experience, is the best to actually come in the second half instead of Salma. These girls are the future of Spain. So it's better they start in the big games like this. And you look at her antecedent from the from the female under 20 World Cup where in Spain won. She was a part of that team she was a part of that contingent to that competition. So the experience is there for her. Though she's 20 years old, but we've seen her in this competition. She came in against Netherlands and got 2 goals. She came in against Sweden and got 1 goal.
Yeah.
So we saw how much vibe she actually brought in those games, and that is why you are seeing Salma and Ronaldo starting this game, and they've actually not given a bad account of themselves in this final. For their age.
I agree. They've not given a bad account of themselves. And the game is coming fast, thick. We are in the 45th minute already. And I think we'll be playing, I think, about 5 minutes additional time or thereabout. No time the first half will come to an end. But before the first half comes to an end, let me start with the gaffer. If you are the Spanish coach, what will you tell them in the dressing room?
Okay, in the dressing room, first of all, I don't know why they dropped their game. The game they were playing when they got that goal, they were playing on a very high side. They were playing on a very high side. Immediately that goal came, they dropped.
And that was a good attempt from Spain that just went
from
Parallelo, just went wide.
A bit wide. Wow.
Oh, there was a touch on the
outside of the
halftime.
It's halftime already. Spain won, England nil. Shegun, if you were the English coach, halftime pep talk, what would you say to them?
Well, they just have to be conscious. That's what I've been saying since morning. That's what I'll tell the players, the midfielders and the defenders, because this Spanish team, it's a team that they only take advantage of your mistakes. And once you're creating that space for them, once you're creating those holes for them, they will surely take advantage of this. And the only goal they scored in this first half was through that, that hole England gave them in the first half, and that cuts off that they got the first goal. So she has to be careful with that. She has to let her defense know they have to be careful at the back. You don't have to open, you don't have to give a lot of space. You have to be very much conscious at that back, not to let Spain have openings in the back. And don't forget, even this Spain, they've not used their second power, which is outside shots. We've not really seen it in the second half. When the holes are not opening, they revert back to taking outside shots, like we've seen in this competition, and we've seen beautiful goals from them scoring from outside shot. But the English team lacks creativity. Rachel Daly hasn't really been creative. She hasn't really been creative for them. So I'm expecting an early substitution from England in the second half. Bringing Lauren James, it's even to their advantage because she has rested a lot in this competition. Not playing 2 games already. That's a lot of rest. 2 or 3 games. Two games. Yes, quarterfinal and semi-final. So she has a lot of energy in her, ready to burn those energies. And in this competition, if we are not being mistaken, she is their best attacker in this competition. 3 goals, 3 assists is a good one for a player like Lauren James, a young player.
Missing 2 matches, and missing 2 matches.
So she can come in early on in the second half and bring a lot of vibe into that attack because they actually need that creativity in that midfield. It's dead in that midfield. There's no creativity in that England team, and they actually need it.
Yes, I agree with Shegun. They need to be creative because creativity will bring about some goals, and they really need the goals because without scoring now, they will be missing out on being the FIFA Females World Cup winners. Spain leading already 1 goal to nil. A goal scored at the early at the 29th minute of the game by Carmona Garcia, the captain of the Spanish females national team. And so far so good. It has been a game that has been dominated by Spain. Let me read out the first half statistics. First half statistics, we have Spain with 0.81% compared to 0.14% for England. The expected goal ratio, 64% ball possession, for Spain and 36% for England. Then goal attempt 6 to Spain and 3 to England. Shot on goal 2 apiece. Then shot off goals 3 to Spain, 1 to England. And England has already hit the crossbar. Spain too has hit the bar, but Spain is currently leading a goal to nil. And it's halftime already. Shegun said Spain needs to be more creative. England needs to be more creative. And if I'll put it to Shegun, let me stay with Shegun here. What do you think Spain too should be doing for the second half?
Well, they can continue what they are actually doing, because in the first half you'll see that they've actually not had any shortcoming. They've actually been perfect in the first half. Yeah. So they can actually.
So you don't change the winning strategy.
You don't change the winning strategy. Spain can go on like this for the next 1 hour without conceding a goal.
And Solomon, your take. Spain, they are leading. Yeah. The trophy is just 45 minutes plus additional time away if they don't concede. What would you be telling them?
Honestly, what I would tell them to up their game, go back to what we were doing. They were doing very well, but towards the last quarter of the play, they dropped. And if they continue like that, I'm telling you, England is going to equalize, because England have brought the game to their own half.
Their intensity.
The intensity dropped. When they started, it was a game of 2 halves. They were playing, both half. But at the point when they scored the goal, they relaxed. And when they just go, they will not even go close. They will not go to the 18 box. They will just be playing within the midfield, and they were just relaxed. You can see that they were relaxed, just tossing the ball around without any focus on the goal. So if they continue like that, they will not. England may equalize because they will just use the chance they have, and they get, now look at it. They hit the woodwork. So any moment is a sign. It's a warning sign. So, and you give it to England at any when you don't expect, when you least expect them, they will come against you and they will get their goal. They have brilliant striker that can score goals for them. So they need to continue. And for the England side, they should forget that they are European champions. That one is far gone. This is the World Cup. They should bring their head back and face the music.
Yeah. Solomon said England should not lose sleep. They should not lose concentration. They should be focused. Just trying to paraphrase what they said, and for a better second half that can guarantee them the trophy, because they're actually leading a goal to nil. We will go for a very short break. We'll be back for the second half hits. Don't go nowhere. You don't want to miss out on the actions. We are still going to be talking about some key players that has graced this competition. I know you don't want to miss it. Just stay with us. We'll be right back.
Versus Zurich. A win for both, automatic qualify. A draw, also qualify. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Benue. Please don't forget to subscribe. The teams with the biggest fan zone in the world, Chelsea versus Manchester United. They're about to start their match. And it has been a lot of talking between the fans, Manchester fans and Chelsea fans. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
There are two chances. Just like you said, Aubameyang was clear to give him the ball and you could have scored. At least you could have given, even if you didn't score, at least give him the ball and have a chance to score. And you will always so selfish, you play the ball out, understand?
Being a Chelsea fan, I was just kind of optimistic that we'll win because we've had a very bad form this season.
Clash of the Titans between the two London rivals, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Already Man City has overtaken Arsenal on the lead of the table with 13 matches played. A win for Arsenal today, Arsenal will automatically overtake Manchester City. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
Yeah. Okay. Chelsea is coming back, whether they like it or not. Once I just go to my this account. Chelsea has so many substitutes. Bench win matches. We're not talking about your starting 11. Now we have two starting 11. Anybody can play now. It's not about two. Let my two actually come back. Anybody can. Anybody collect from Chelsea. Anybody will collect. This season may be awful, but I'm telling you.
Next is This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name is Remene Gbenwe. Don't forget to subscribe. Alpha. It's okay. This is a strong Man U fan. Arsenal versus Zurich. A win for both, automatic qualify. A draw, also qualify. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Beningwe. Please don't forget to subscribe. The teams with the biggest fan zone in the world, Chelsea versus Manchester United. They're about to start their match. And it has been a lot of talking between the fans, Manchester fans and Chelsea fans. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
The second half I just started, and like Shegun said, I think he should be trying to go to maybe a football training institute or coaching institute to go and get his coaching license. And like he predicted, Lauren James is in for Russo, because you know the English, they actually need a goal in this final. And they are going all out to attack the Spanish side. Shegun,
Well,
what do you think that substitution would do?
It's a make or mass substitution for England right now. You can see
and they also brought in Kelly for Daly.
Yes, these are two substitutions I actually predicted in the first half. They have to actually make it very early in the second half, taking Rachel Daly out for for our own Lauren James, and taking out Russo for for Kelly in the game.
When you say our own, what do you?
I mean Chelsea players.
Okay.
Yes, Chelsea players.
Okay, now you're admitting you're a Chelsea fan.
I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't deny that.
Yeah.
When it comes to the female team, I don't deny Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea fan when it comes to the female team.
But when it comes to men,
we're back to the game, sir. We'll see Laura James in this competition. We've seen her for Chelsea last season. She's a fantastic player. And we've seen Kelly too with Manchester City, another fantastic player. So Russo and Rachel Daly hasn't really been in this game. They've actually been absent-minded in this game. So when you're a go down and coming into the second half, you have to make it a make or mark game, make or mark second half. You have to, all your Arsenal, you have to push them forward. Who wants to bring that creativity if not if you're having the best of Laura James? As far as she's in the form of her life, she'll be a
parallel on the attack, facing the English defense. What can she do? She passed the ball to the right hand side, and that pass was too much. But she still got to it. Oh man!
You know, what she was trying to do, she was trying to open up the defense, but that was the wrong way to open up the defense. It was too much. It would have given it to the player that was closer to her. I think that would have been a better one.
It really hurts me Laura James got a record in this competition, because she'll have been, in the light to be the best young player of the tournament, or even the best player of the tournament, if not for that record.
That was a good dribble, set the pass, and that's a throw-in in favor of Spain. The ball well cleared by Carter.
I think Jessica has to be in the team of the tournament, no doubt. She has actually been fantastic in this competition.
Yeah, she has. I just have to agree with that. And England is back in possession, and they have a corner kick a throw-in won by Ems. And the gaffer. Yeah. Now the second half has started. England needs to do something, or else they are not going to be lifting the trophy. Now, looking at the way England has come to this second half, do you see them doing something?
From the first,
we know it's too early, but based on the first few minutes.
First few minutes, you can still see it is Spain who has actually taken more possession.
And Spain, but was well defended by the English. And the ball went back to Spain. What can they do with the ball? She was blocked at the edge of the box and another. Oh, it seems like Spain has a magnet to always get back the ball.
They will score the second goal in this game for England score one. The way they are playing, you see the way they know where to drop the ball for each other. And this is where you don't want to have them.
And look at that's a chance for Spain. Oh, at the edge of the
box. You don't want to give them that. You don't want to.
Good save from Epps.
You don't want to give them all that space around your box. She was already trying to make herself comfortable to choose her position to play that shot.
Wow. Oh my goodness!
See, the England have to be mindful. You are coming to the final. You are coming to the final of the Women World Cup.
Wow,
that's what we call R2.
Yeah. Yes, that was just a brilliant.
She took her spot.
Going fantastic into the
and you see that placement, just like the first goal. But this time around, the goalkeeper was able to save it. Yeah. That same kind of clinical when it comes to that's what she was trying to do. But thank God for the brilliance of the goalkeeper. That would have been the second goal. And you see, what I was trying to say.
And the corner came in well cleared by the English defense.
The England side, you know, the Spanish side, you know what they are good what they are known for. Yeah. They keep possession, and once you allow them to play their style of game, you are in trouble. Now. They should try as much as possible to see how they can break that position Spain is trying to keep. But it's like they cannot even mark them, because when you come one-on-one in the individual brilliance, the Spain and
that was a good header.
Good words.
I thought it was even goal.
She took a wayward corner kick there.
Okay, wayward corner kick.
Yes, that was a wayward corner kick.
Was it not headed?
No, that wasn't headed. It went to the back of the ball.
And it looked like
I thought it was even a goal.
Yeah. I thought it was almost a goal. Oh. Well, it seems Spain is just taking the ball as their property, not allowing England to have a taste of the ball that much. Before you know it, they've collected the ball back.
Their recovery rate is actually nice. I think by now it should have reduced to maybe like 7 or 8 seconds. And that's the typical Spain type of football. You know, they dominate you. They won't allow you to have access to the ball. When you don't have access to the ball, how do you want to attack? There's no way you're going to attack. So, so it's just about you just doing most running. You have to run. You have to do most running without the ball. Yeah. And when you are doing most running without the ball, you have to be conscious of your back, not to allow those tiniest of holes, because these girls will take advantage of any hole. You can see that ball that Mary Elps actually parried to the corner kick there. Yeah. She was creating her space for herself. That shot, immediately she banged, she wanted to take that shot until she was able to face it and take her spot. That was when she took it. So they have to be careful, and that was what I was saying, that if they are not coming into your box, they will go through the route 2, which is take outside shots. They know how to do that very well.
And that was a misplaced pass from Lauren James. Well, it's throwing to Spain, and the 52nd minute of the game, Spain still leading a goal to nil. So far, so good for Spain, not so good for England. And Wigman has actually brought in 2 ladies for our viewers just joining us. She brought in Lauren James for Russo, while she introduced Kelly for Daly. Well, so far so good in this match. It has been a match dominated by Spain, and my 2 co-analysts here have tilted towards Spain winning the competition even before they scored the goal, and it seems that would be the case. So the gaffer. Yeah. Now, let's talk about the players that has graced this tournament so far. Your number 1 goalkeeper for the tournament.
Okay, my number 1 goalkeeper for the tournament. My number 1 goalkeeper for the tournament has to be the England goalkeeper.
Mary Epps.
Mary Epps. We are watching her here.
Yeah.
And Mitrovic. She's
just one.
Yeah. Okay. One.
Just one.
My number 1 goalkeeper will be Mary Epps, the England goalkeeper. Despite even they lose today, she's the best.
And Shagun?
I'll have to go with Musovic. She's actually a fantastic goalkeeper.
Sweden
goalkeeper, yes. You know, in a particular game, she made 11. I guess United States of America, she made 11 saves, and she's one of the reasons why Spain got to this far in the competition. So
Sweden,
Sweden. Sorry, she's one of the reasons why Sweden got far in this competition. So my best goalkeeper in this competition has to be Musovic.
So your best goalkeeper, Musovic. Let me stay with Shagun. Right back.
Right back has to be Mitchell Alozie. She was fantastic in this competition. Apart from that, she was fantastic in this competition. She was full of runnings. So I'll have to go with it. Although it's a tight one because I'll have to look at Lucy Bronze is also there, but I'll have to tilt towards Mitchell Alozie in this competition.
Yeah, the gaffer.
Okay, right back.
Yes.
I will go with England right back. That is Qatar.
Qatar is not the right back.
Qatar is not the right back.
They are playing three defensive, three
center backs.
So if there's a right back there, it has to be Lucy Bronze.
Lucy Bronze.
Yes.
Lucy Bronze is not here.
Lucy Bronze is a starting level. She's not playing the.
And we saw Lauren Epps just got a yellow card
but
for
Lucy Bronze
England.
as the right wing back in this game.
Yeah. So,
right.
yours is Bruce.
Yeah.
Alozie. Now, center back, the two center pairing
I'll
for you.
go with Millie Bright and
It must not be the same team.
No, I know it, but you're not choosing for me. So it has to be Millie Bright.
I'm just saying.
I know it has to be Millie Bright and Jessica for me.
Okay, Millie Bright and just.
Yeah, I go with Millie Bright. In fact, I will suggest that she should be the player of the tournament. Millie Bright, as the captain of the England side.
And the other pairing.
Yeah. The player of the tournament.
No, centre back.
The second, she's my best. She's just the only one I have.
No, two center. There has to be two center backs.
Center back. All right.
Millie Bright and who? Who would you?
That's the only person I know of now.
Shegun said Qatar and Millie Bright.
It's only Millie Bright I'm going for.
Then you had one day, okay, because you have to, two center backs, so you just mentioned one more.
Okay, so let me go with Spain center back.
Spanish center back. Yes. Which one of them?
There's Paredes.
Okay, Paredes.
Yes,
yeah. So the governor said. She said, Paredes, the lady that got that chance and couldn't get it on target in the first half for Spain, and Millie Bright. Now, left back, Shegun.
I'll go with Ons Bati of the Spanish national team. That's a fantastic wing back player, and she has actually been great in this tournament. So I'll go with Ons.
The left back of the Spanish. The goal scorer in this final. The gaffer.
Yeah, Greenwood.
You go with Greenwood.
Yeah.
Greenwood. Okay, you go with Greenwood. Yeah. Midfielders. You know what we do about the midfielders? A quick update in the match. 57 minutes, still one goal to nil in favor of Spain. Goal scored by Carmona Garcia and Lauren James is in trying to, England passing the ball across the ball. And that's across. Wow. Oh, she couldn't pick a player and pass the ball to her. And England is back in possession. And it seems England are beginning to get into the game, Shegun. They are actually beginning to take more possession of the ball. And do you see them doing something special?
Yeah, let's see if they can create cost damages in this game. We've seen two good substitutions from England, and these are substitutions we actually expect them to make in this game. And let's see if they can lay their stamp in this game. All I know is that the chances will come in, but ability to take a chance is what really matters. Making good use of it is what really matters a lot for the English national team. And they've not been able to convert one of these chances in this game. So they have to convert if they want to, put their stamp or be on.
And that's the ball into the box, but the English player is the English player was dispossessed.
Of it.
Yes, and
you can see they are trying not to put the ball on the foot because they know that is where Spain has the advantage. So let's just go back to the normal. Let's take it up, long balls. And that's typical England pattern of play. So let's see if that is going to actually work better for them in the second half. Yeah,
let's see if putting the ball, setting long balls will work for England. For the English supporters, we hope it works. And for the Spanish supporter, we wish them well too. Well, is the 98th minute.
90th.
I said 90th. 68th, sorry. That was a mistake. 68th minute of the game, and still Spain won, England nil. Now, from the 68th minute, the pressure will start coming on the English ladies that, okay, we don't have much. That was a cross into the box, but went out straight for a goal kick for, to Spain. Now, the gaffer.
Yeah.
Now, well, let's talk about the midfield in this game so far. We are seeing a substitution from Spain.
Yeah.
We can see Redondo coming out for Otani. Redondo, the
Levante player.
Levante player, coming out for Ohane in the 68th minute of the game. Now, don't you think that's a bit of a tactical shift for the coach, Shegun?
It's a good sub. That is another fantastic player I would say in this competition. You know, coming in the second half and doing some damages and helping the midfield out. We didn't really see much from Redondo in this game, though she was able to do some one or two runs in the game already, but not the very best of her games and not the kind of game we've seen from Redondo in this competition. So let's see what Ohane is actually going to bring into this game in the second half. You know, lot of impact sub in the Spanish national team. So their substitute can come into the game and change the face of the game. So we'll see it in most of their matches in this competition. So let's see what she's actually going to bring into this game.
Yeah, let's see what she will bring into this game. Now, so far, the Gaffer, it has been a game that Spain has completely dominated. Yeah. Now, looking at it, do you see a way out for England?
And that's
a shot!
Wow! Fantastic one. One of these shots is going to go into the net. That is just it. One of them is going to the back of the net.
That was a good
hit from her.
hit.
Wow.
She was
aiming for the top corner.
And you know, there's something about Lauren James. Her calmness and composure on the ball is something to talk about. And the Gaffer, now do you see England coming back into this game? Realistically.
Well, realistically, they have been dominated, and you know, it is when you have possession that you'll be able to create chances. And England.
And that was a good pass from Lauren James, but
Spain
that's too much.
Spain. They're not giving them that chance, the opportunity to take possession of the ball. In fact, we were in our last show. We were talking about the rate of recovery for both sides, Sweden and Spain, and we said we're going to see the recovery rate of today's final. But to me, it is the Spanish side who are very high when it comes to recovery rate in this very particular match, because anytime the English lady have the lioness, you call them lioness, it's not one lion. We're calling them 3 lions. But it's like, where is the lion
when
today?
you put 3, it has to be lion. When you're calling lioness, there's no 3 at the front.
It's the one that was saying 3 lions the other day. I say, now that lion has been tamed by the La Roja. You understand? So this time is not animal. So you see, they have actually taken that recovery rate from them. The other time we were getting 9 for the England side, but today I'm sure it's going to be more than 9 because they are not recovering fast as we saw. So the recovery rate for the Spanish side is higher today because any moment the England side hold the ball before you count 10 seconds they have taken it. So the recovery rate is very high. So it is when you have that ball in your leg you think of scoring goals. So for England to come back to this game, it will be very difficult, except they, change, because the best is the approach. The approach. The best change so far is Lauren James. We are expecting from the bench. She's already in, and the game has not changed. So it's like they have been defeated all around already.
Yeah, the governor said it seems there's no way back for England. That it seems they've been defeated already. Shegun, do you share in this sentiment?
Well, there's still a lot of time. We're still in the 60th, approaching 70 minutes, so we still have over 20 minutes to play in this game. And 20 minutes is a lot of time in football. Yeah. So I can't really say. If Spain gets the second goal, then I might actually be looking at it like it's game over. But at 1-0, England can still come back in this game. All they need is just a moment of sheer brilliance. That's what they need in this game. But that is what has evaded the English girls in this game. So let's see if they can actually, within just that 5 minutes, bring a lot of surprises and take the game to the Spanish and hope that the Spanish defense are actually going to relent and create a confusion within themselves so a goal can come in for England. But a goal is very much important for England to open this game and make it more lively. Spain are actually dominating. They are playing like they have this game covered already, and there's no lies in it. Like I said, they can play for the next 2 hours like this and not concede a goal because the English girls are not taking it to them. That's the difference between Spain and between England and Sweden. If you watch the semi-final between Sweden and Spain, they took the game to them. It took Spain about 80-something minutes before they got those 2 goals in that game. So that is what England has not been doing from the first half. They are not taking the ball to their Spanish opponent, and they really need it if they actually want to take something away from this game.
Yeah, they really need to do something better.
There's a check.
And there's a possible penalty check. Possible penalty check. VAR checking that at the 63rd, 64th minute, 65th minute of the game. Possible penalty check. Let's see what the decision of the referee will be. We are waiting. Seems, let's see.
Everybody in the pitch is actually waiting to see. Running. Like I said, the referee is going to the monitor to check. And whenever the referee goes to the monitor, it's
most likely
it's most likely a penalty. Wow, is that against England? Yes. It's like against England. That might just be the second goal for. Wow.
Look at that. Oh, there was a
No, I don't think that will be given.
Let's see.
I don't think that will be given.
Our hand was laid out wide.
Our hand was not in the natural position.
Our hand was wide out.
It was wide out.
Yeah, so that might
just
be
a penalty.
That's what the referee is going to decide. That will just be the killer for England if there's a penalty here. Hand was out.
But you can't move your right leg.
No, our hand was out.
Our hand was out.
Our hand was out. Let's just see if the ball hits her leg before getting to her hand.
She's on the move.
But our hand was out. Our hand was wide out. That is one thing there. If the ball hit her leg before going to her hand, then probably it's not a penalty. But her hand was out of natural position there. So
let's hear what the referee decides.
In that kind of situation, I don't think the referee will give this. Because in that kind of situation, there's no way a hand will be on the body. There's a part of the referee.
You can. This is how you go into.
No, you can't mark there.
You can defend this way.
No, you can't. Because referee's discretion.
Then we are turning football to handball. If you are wide, if you are taking all out wide.
You are in the box. There is no way you move your right leg like that and your hand remain at the back.
It is possible. A lot of defenders have been doing it. A lot of defenders have been doing it. They put their hand this way and they will move.
And let's see. It seems the referee has made up her mind.
And those are some of the things they do in training.
We are here just to heat up the conversation. And the referee has made a decision.
Penalty. Hand was out wide.
Yeah.
You should be going out to defend.
Yeah, but there's a point referee's discretion.
Yeah, you're not the referee, so it's not referee discretion.
Right. Handball penalty in favor of Spain.
You hear me? If our hand was like this, it's different. Our hand was in the natural position. But you stretching out the hand, it's no more in natural position. Penalty to Spain here. Let's see if it's going to. Mary Epps is another fantastic goalkeeper when it comes to penalty. Penalty
at the 69th minute of the game.
And that's not about England and Spain now. Now, if they score the second goal, there's still room for a third goal. And now I said it's that they will get the second goal before England gets one goal in this game, and they are likely to get their second goal right now. Let's see, that is in the 60, if I'm not mistaken, 68 or 69 minutes already in this game. 68 minutes already. And it's a chance for Emoso to get a goal. She comes in with a lot of experience. I don't expect her to be under pressure to take that penalty. But facing off against the best goalkeeper in the world, Mary Epps, is actually going to be a big challenge for the
we saw the
Spanish legend.
Nigerian national team lose.
No, that one she skied
penalties.
it. That ball, they are still looking for that ball. Michel Alozie.
And even
That ball is on it. No, we saw Paranozie one. That one
off target. Too.
But Michel Alozie is still on his way to National Stadium. Let's see.
And most of the time,
oh, you said it. That ball has been saved. What a moment.
And caught it.
And this is ginger.
Not even a rebound.
This should ginger the English girls right now, and they can actually go out to attack.
Oh my goodness!
This should actually motivate them. Big
England
time.
are still in the game.
Wow.
Spain just lost.
How many colleagues have I got right on today's program?
I think you deserve some accolades for this match.
Let me brag.
Yeah. And
No, that's way word.
That was an offside actually.
For Cali. I think that's penalty actually sums up Moso's game today. We've not really seen her in this game. A fantastic save from Mary Ebbs. That was good movement from her. That's brilliant. That shows why she's the best. That shows why she's the best goalkeeper in the world right now. And I think this should give her the best goalkeeper in this tournament, no doubt. She's winning that with this.
And she has the highest number of
finishes. Yes, highest number of finishes. She should be winning this. And you can see that she's actually, trying to play one or two into the head of Emoso. And I think England should actually motivate them into getting a goal back. But they have to be careful. If you come all out against the Spanish team, you will be punished heavily. Yeah,
Shegun said if you come all out against the Spanish, you'll be punished heavily. 71st minute of the game, Spain still leading a goal to nil. Wow. Right. Would that not be risky? Look at what the goalkeeper is doing there.
Hey, no, Onana now.
Yeah, Onana. Onana was my name.
Yeah, go to Onana.
Yeah. And actually, Onana had a good game yesterday.
Yeah, he had a fantastic game. It was just unfortunate to concede 2 goals.
It was quite unfortunate. Those goals, there was nothing he could do about it. And back to the World Cup. Now, we are the midfielders. Now, let me start with with Solomon. I call him the gaffer sometimes. You pick your, let's make it a 4-3-3 situation. Now, pick your 3 midfielders in this tournament. And it seems a player is down for Spain. A player is down. He will need medical attention. That is the centre-back. Cordina is down. Cordina. Oh, she actually moved the arm, so it's a penalty. She moved that arm towards
Emoso should actually be doing better because she already moved. Eps already moved.
She already saw it. Just place in the middle.
Place that ball to the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
Wow, you can see her. She's feeling herself. It's not always easy.
It's not easy in the final. Not a rebound though.
And you can see the English players. They're actually talking to each other. They really need to come up. They really need to try and attack the Spanish ladies. That's what has actually eluded them in this game.
They need something special.
Spain has made them the second best team in this final because they dominate the play. And this game I just ended this 1-0.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. The way it looks. And it seems Spain is about to make a substitution. They are about to make a substitution. Cordina cannot continue. And she's leaping out. And Spain is bringing in another centre back. Another centre back.
All right, you were talking about.
And Cordina has had a good game, and that's Cordina being withdrawn for. Cordina has been withdrawn for Andres. We hope she doesn't become a loophole for England to operate through. So, Solomon,
you said that my best midfielders for this tournament.
Yeah, 3.
3, okay. I have to go with Aitana Bumati of the Spain side, and Kerian Welsh of England, and Ella Toone of England. Those are my best midfielders in this tournament.
And let me go to Shegun. Your take in the midfield so far.
Well, it has really been a good battle. It has really been a good battle in the second half. We've not really seen a lot of loopholes.
Okay, let's do it like this. Your defensive midfielder.
No, you don't have to tell me to do.
No, I'm telling so that Solomon will mention. Who did you mention for defensive midfield?
The one I mentioned before.
Yeah, Bonatti.
Yeah.
Bonatti is an attacking midfielder. Yeah, your defensive midfielder.
defensive
Bonatis
Bright, really Bright.
Bonatis playing as the 8 in this game.
He's
He's playing as a
attacking.
center midfielder.
Yeah.
No, just a
He's
center.
also attacking.
The attacking midfielder in this game is what's it called?
So far, you play forward. You are an attacking midfielder.
Yeah,
You
Moses
play
is
back
attacking
defender.
midfielder.
Pivot,
Moses is actually the attacking midfielder. In this
Yes,
game.
of course.
It's just like calling Pogba a attacking midfielder. That is just it.
Yeah.
He plays as 8.
See, there are two sides to the midfield. There's an attacking midfielder and a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
So if you are playing forward, you are playing an attacking midfield role. So either you are a central midfielder playing to the wings.
That's a good chance for them.
And Parallelo. But Parallelo has been a thorn in the flesh for the defenders of England in this match so far. So your defensive midfielder, Solomon.
Defensive midfielders.
You mentioned 3. You mentioned Welsh.
Yeah.
You mentioned Bonate and
Elaton.
Elato.
For the
Which of
midfield.
them would be your defensive midfielder?
Those are midfielders. The defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
I will go with Kieran Welsh.
Kieran Welsh. Now, Shagun, your defensive midfielder.
I'll go with a midfield trio of Aslani of Sweden. I'll take what's it called? I'll take Elaton from England. Then I'll go with
And that's a chance for England. But that was well saved by Cole.
And
that was a chance from Lauren
James.
James.
Okay, I'll go with Aslani.
He took his time and took the shot.
She took her spot very
good. That
well.
was
Yeah,
She took her
she
spot very
picked
well
her
there.
spot.
And
Try to put
it took a goalkeeper brilliance to actually save that.
Save that, yeah.
Fantastic one from the goalkeeper. So I'll go with what's it called? With Aslani of Sweden, Elaton in England, and I'll go with Kennard, that is RJK again of Sweden. Fantastic trio midfielders.
And no one is talking about Lauren James.
I'll put Lauren James in attack.
Okay.
another
Now let's go to the attack. On the right-hand side of your attack, Solomon.
Yeah.
Who would be there? And that's a corner from England, but she couldn't get a touch to that. England is still in the possession of the ball. Oh, that was a cross. No English player to actually pounce on that. And that has left a counter for Spain.
Can they take advantage
Can
of
they
it?
take advantage? Set a pass.
Wow.
She couldn't see the run of Parallelo. And still, Spain is in charge of the possession. They are with the ball right now. And they're passing around, and that was a misplaced pass. Now going out for a throw-in. A misplaced pass from Aitana. Going out for a throwing for England. Solomon, your right-hand side in the attack.
Attack, I'll go with Sam Kerr. Yes, he always work from the right-hand side, but his position is not well defined, but most time.
Sam Kerr is
She's a central forward. Her position is well defined.
Yeah.
It's well
Central
defined.
forward.
She's a
Because
centre.
most times she
You
always
can
work
decide
with
to use her as your right.
Most time, like
It's your team.
Yeah,
And if they get promoted,
yes,
you are the coach.
yes. In the semi-final, so she played more of the okay, it was the left side who played, the left side that she played. She played more of the left.
She just drift out.
Yeah.
She do drift out.
And she was,
And there's an English player.
Look at there for Sambi. Wow, that is.
That was an elbow to the face.
And that is
Greenwood is down.
Greenwood is down.
I think her nose is bleeding. That was an elbow. Parallelo has been yellow carded.
That was a wayward one from her.
That was a wayward. That was wayward. Oh my goodness. That was wayward. Ooh. And those kind of tackle, your brain can be eaten up. Like for her to get back into this game, it takes some minutes. Wow. So the game is is currently on hold. An English player is down.
We should be seeing over 10 minutes additional time at the end of this game.
Most likely. The VAR check, coupled with these injuries, substitutions and all, I think it will be more 10 minutes or more additional time in this game. We can see Wigman dishing out some informations to Lauren James. Lauren James dishing out some information to Lauren James, and for her to be able to do some technical things on the field of play. Maybe, just maybe, it can bring England back into the game. It seems she's seriously injured there. Greenwood, let's just wish she recovers quickly. Now, before we go to that attack, now let's go to the game that happened yesterday. Sweden comfortably dispatched Australia in the third place yesterday. Now, Shegun, what's your take on that game yesterday?
Well, it was expected that Sweden was going to win that because when there's one thing about Sweden at the Female World Cup, they are specialists when it comes to the bronze game and bronze match. They've actually won, I think they should have the highest number of bronze in the FIFA Female World Cup. Yeah. So they are specialists at that. And
on bronze.
And on merit, if you watch the Swedish ladies at this World Cup, you know that they are 1 or 2 ahead of Australia in this competition. So it was well deserved one for them. Though it
and
really,
they won comfortably. Yes, one go first half, one go second half.
So it really look like, it really look a bit on the side of Australia because they lost at home. I don't think it was away from home. It will have been another case. But losing at home in front of your crowd. But I think Australia should also be proud of themselves getting to the semi-final and finishing as the 4th best nation in the World Cup. Yeah. The Olympics is just next year, so they can work towards qualifying for the Olympics. And
Olympics is a big thing for the female game. It's a competition that they don't take lightly. So, Greenwood still receiving treatment. 81st minute of the game. The game is currently on hold. Greenwood is receiving treatment. And whenever games get on hold like this, it actually kills the morale of the game. Do you think this would be working in favor of the Spain national team, Solomon?
Of course, it's not going to work in favor of Spain national team. What Spain national team actually needs now is what they want to hear is the final whistle.
Thank God, Greenwood is back. She's back. Now she's fast becoming an allergy because she has a bandage to her head right now. But she's back on her feet, running,
right. She took that for the love of her nation.
Yeah, for
and
the
is good.
Sama actually put an elbow to her head, which is actually bad for the game. She shouldn't be putting that to a player's head.
But she just got lucky that there was no iota of intention there. If there was a little intention, it would have been a red card.
So this very much now, like we said...
And the game has restarted. 82nd minute of the game. Play is on. The pressure is beginning to mount. We are seeing Greenwood come back into the field, running as if nothing happened to her. And that's a good thing. So, yeah, Solomon, you can continue.
All right. So, the Spaniards, the La Roja now, they don't need time. They don't need more time to be added because they are leading. And if you give the English side with the, anxiety, you become more dangerous when you know that you are going to lose a match. You want to bring, you want to bring out your best to see what you can do to salvage the situation. So that is what the English side will be doing now. And you see, for a very long time, we've not had the best shots.
And nobody to connect to that cross.
The best shot so far.
Into the box from Bruns.
The best shot so far.
That was an easy save from Cole, the Spanish goalkeeper.
So the best shot so far came from Lauren James. That trial, it was on target. It was the brilliance of that goalkeeper that saved that goal. So that means the England side, they are gradually picking up.
Yeah.
By the time you start seeing, so the Spanish side adding more time will not be to the advantage. So I believe if you add more time, it will be to the advantage of the England side.
Yeah.
If you add 1 hour to this game, Spain will still keep it at this 1-0. It's not looking likely England are going to score from open play.
England
it will take a mistake from Spain for England to score in this game. Keep this game going for the next 1 hour. It will still be Spain dominating play.
And looking at the road to the final, I think, who do you think has been on the, facing the difficult teams, Shegun?
Well, there's no difficulty when you come to the second round. We saw both teams group stage. I think England they had a better group stage, and when it comes to second round, both teams actually faced worthy opponents. So right from the knockout stage to the final, I don't think there's any easy team any of these two teams faced. They've actually faced fantastic teams. But when you look at it again, you have to look at who Spain faced on the semi-final. Talking about Sweden, they took the game to Spain. It was a big game for Spain. A big threat in that game, because at the point we were thinking that game was going to go straight into extra time, until the goals started coming in the later stage of the second half. England also faced off against host nation Australia in the semi-final. So these are tough ties, and you have to look at it from the second round. They actually face worthy opponents, so no doubt.
So, in addition, I want to give it to the Spaniard side, because they are the only team in this tournament that remain unbeaten until they go to the final.
Spain?
England, they are the only team that remain unbeaten until they go to the final. Probably this is going to be their first loss. I think, Spain were defeated by Japan. And if you look the route for Spain to the final, you discover that they play against Costa Rica. They gave Costa Rica.
And Hermoso is currently down.
Yeah, it's the group stage.
Oh! That was a step on her knee.
Yeah, they won Costa Rica 3-0, defeated Zambia 5-0, defeated Japan 4-0, defeated Switzerland. Lost to Japan 4-0, yeah. Then defeated Switzerland 5-1, drew, then got to extra time, then defeated Netherlands. Then Sweden is the semi-final, they defeated Sweden 2-1. So that is a very good record for them, the high scoring side. And for the England side, they started the match against Haiti. They played 1-0 against Haiti, and they defeated Denmark 1-0 also, defeated China 6-1, drew with Nigeria, defeated Nigeria through a penalty kick. Then played 2-1 against Colombia and defeated Australia 3-1. That is how far they...
And England took the free kick and well cleared by the Spanish defender. It seems Spain, they're just trying to run down the clock. They are not really saying, okay, let's still attack and get more goals. They just want to keep the game.
What they are playing now is the best they have.
Well, that's what they've actually been paying from first half.
Yes.
This is what they've actually been paying from first half. So it's not like anything actually changed
They
from
just
them.
keep the ball.
Just keep the ball, hold on to the ball, pass it around, frustrate your opponents. That's what Spain has actually been doing from the first half.
Exploit their errors.
And that's what they did. That's the same thing now, because it's like a Lato. Okay, she's not going out. Oh, she's actually going out.
Yeah, Tones has been withdrawn
coming in
for the number 10.
No, she's number 10.
Stones is number 10. And
she's Zalem that is coming in. I think that has to be the like-for-like substitution, or Pitney, England, if they want to attack.
And there's a substitution for England. Tones is out, and England
they are going all out to attack.
Yeah,
these are fantastic players. England have to be very much careful around her, because she takes a chance. I don't know why she's actually not starting for England. She had a very fantastic season with Tottenham for all her own standard, because she was a former Chelsea player. But when you have a Sam Kerr, there's no way you're going to start at a team like Chelsea. But she gave a good account of herself at Tottenham last season. So I expected this substitution should have come in very early, probably around in the 60th minute. But now this is where the issue is, because they're taking one man down in the midfield to create another man up front. And that space is actually going to be visible for Spain to actually penetrate. And I expect Spain to actually take advantage of that one man down. But let's see if England too can actually push a lot of balls into the box, because that is what they need, and that is what we've not seen from Spain.
And so far, we've seen Lauren James becoming the playmaker for England.
Yeah, that's what she is. That was why I was calling for her to be brought into this game, because she is the only source of creativity for England in this competition. Other players they've actually been direct. There's no player who can hold on to the ball and create and do a lot of creativity, or bring one or two players outside from the opponent. That is what Laura James actually brings to the England national team. The only thing we've not seen in this game is they've actually not given her that, talking about the Spanish team, they've not given her that pocket of hole whereby she can pick her own position also from outside the box. And she scores those type of goals very much. So I think probably they've watched her compilations and see her matches and know where she's very much dangerous, because they've actually restricted that to the wing. And that is not where England wanted her to be. They want her in a position whereby she can kick her shots into the box and probably aim for the goalpost. But she hasn't really gotten those chances in this game.
Yeah, Shagun said she hasn't really gotten those chances. And we can see that Spain is preparing for another substitution. And the Gaffer, let's go to the right-hand side of the attack. Who would be your favorite on the right-hand side of the attack?
Right-hand side of the attack, I want to give it to Fowler.
Fowler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fowler, yeah.
Yeah. Fowler, for which country?
Fowler play for Australia.
Australia.
Yeah. Shegun,
I'll go with Endo, the Japanese.
Endo.
Yes, she was actually fantastic in this World
Cup. Same with Shegun, the left.
I'll go with Laura James, no doubt.
Lauren James. Solomon.
Lauren James.
Lauren James. Nobody is talking about Sasaido. Sasaido
is more of a midfielder. She just falls to the wing.
Forward.
She falls to the wing.
Yeah, it's someone like Lauren James too.
Yeah, Laura just the difference is Sasaido starts in the midfield. She falls to the wing.
Yeah.
Maybe like playing more of a free role up front for.
And we can see Caldente being withdrawn for Spain. Coming in is Putellas.
And
now let's talk about Putellas.
Experienced players.
Have you seen? Has Putellas done anything special in this tournament?
No. But you have to give it to her. She's coming back from 8 months injury. Yeah. So it's really a lot of time coming back. But the standard is still there. The class is permanent. And she's a fantastic player, no doubt. The experience she's bringing in. And 13 additional minutes.
And there will be 13 additional minutes in this second half.
And look at the experience he's actually bringing into this team. Yeah. Now, we've seen more of England going up front. But with you knowing that there's a Putellas up front and there's still Salma up front, you're very much conscious of not going out. And there's still Amoso in this game. So a lot of experience. And like I said, that is where Putellas was supposed to be playing in this competition. Bring her up, bring her in the second half. Let her bring that experience to play. Let her do more of hold-up play up front for Spain. So good substitution from Spain, no doubt. Yeah. She might not be a good threat anymore, but she's still a fantastic player that you don't want to joke with.
And looking at that substitution, the coach of Spain, he is just like keeping that formation. Some coaches will be more defensive now.
There's no point to you.
Just bringing like for like.
There's no point to you defending because one, you look at the England substitution. They took out Elaton in the midfield and attacking a central midfielder. Or let me say the attacking midfielder for England in this game. And you're bringing in a striker. You are creating a hole in the midfield already. Yeah. So the better way for you to do is
there's a chance.
And there's a chance of playing the shot. Oh, that was well
the best way for you is to take advantage of that hole. Maintain your own midfield and bring in another attacking forwards player, and that is why you are seeing that was a deflection from Ebbs. And that's why you are seeing Putellas coming into this game. Good substitution. There's no point in you defending because they actually took one man away from their midfield to add to the attack. And you still have your own fantastic four defenders who are actually they can play for the next 2 hours and not concede a goal.
Yeah, and when you are in control of the ball, your defenders do less work. And it gives them.
And that was the defender. That was actually a defender that actually hits that ball there.
Yes, that's the right back.
And you look at their goal; it was scored by their left back. Yeah. And their central defender. Sorry, left back.
Left back.
So that is it. They are not.
And there's a corner kick.
They are not that fast. They are not that. Any problem.
Parallel about to take the corner kick. And she takes it into the box. Oh, the English defender was there to clear the danger.
There's no way you try to say England with corner kick.
But they can actually concede a goal from the corner kick. They just need to sleep and just wake up with the goal in their net. Well, it's the 3rd minute of additional time of the 13 minutes added. And so far, so good for Spain, not so good for England. We keep saying it over and over again that adding 13 minutes means there will be a minimum of 13 minutes to be played.
The Spaniard side went back in.
What's wrong?
She should be scoring that.
What's wrong with Salma today?
She should be scoring that.
She had all the chance. She had all the chance there.
My goodness.
Laurie James.
Wow, what a play from Laurie James. What a good play.
Calm, composed.
You see what I was saying about the England side? They don't have the bite when it comes to attacking. It is just... They can control the ball from the midfield and the defense. The finishing is always a problem.
Yeah, finishing is a problem for them from the first half of this game. I actually feel like Laura James should have started this game. She should have started this game, not Rachel Daly up front.
You know,
but I know the coach doesn't want to change. You know, the winning team. That's the team that's actually been doing it for them since they lost Larry James to that red card.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can actually get a equalizer late on into this game.
You want to be like Guardiola did something yesterday. The best coach in the world. He did something yesterday. He's played at 90 minutes without substitution, the first time.
He has the
brother
brother is out. Ake is out. A lot of players are out with injuries, so he's just trying to maintain that team.
So because that is a number. That's a number.
But you can see it on Wigman face. Like, what do we have to do?
But she lost her final with Netherlands the other time, and she's about to lose this one. What do you think that will be doing to her career?
That's what she's going to do to her career. Even if you are finishing with silver in the FIFA World Cup, it's actually a big one. It's about time they just go and prepare for the Olympics. And the good thing about the Olympics is it's not really, you're not going with just England. You are going with a Great Britain team. That's where they actually line up for
expanded.
Yes, it's not about England and the World Cup right now. It's about Great Britain. So they'll pick players from every team within the. We are talking about every Scotland. You are talking about England, Wales. No, Netherlands
is not there.
It's not in the Great Britain. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So you pick from those 4 teams. So she has a very big pool of countries to pick players from. So I expect them to actually come to the Olympics and create 1 or 2. So probably they'll do well at the Olympics, and who knows, Wegman can actually win the Olympics game with England.
But looking at it, do you see her leaving?
There's no point. England has the money. They have the money to keep her, and they have the publicity to keep her. So
because the US is like, she's on the US radar right now.
And she can be on the US radar. And don't forget, if she leaves, England.
That was a good crossing, but well headed out by the English defenders,
I expect
and they cleared it out of their box. Wow, it's just been wow.
And this is one of the counter England has been looking for. Let's see what they can make out of this counter.
What they can do.
You can see
look at the runs of. Why didn't she pick that run?
Chloe.
And that is what they have been doing.
She spoiled the
look at how she spoiled that attack.
And that is why I say they don't have bite. And that's what they have been doing. You get that kind of
terrible and selfish play from her there. Lauren James gave her the ball. She should have returned it once, and could create something special.
Football is always easy with Lauren James.
Lauren James is calm, her calmness, her composure.
She's the one giving them trouble now.
Like the way she plays like a full-blown mature player.
And she's just 20.
She's 20, and she plays with that calmness. No,
and that's how good our brother is also. Talking about his James. We just pray injury, we just leave him and let him, have a good career, enjoy his career.
We just hope that maybe he can meet a medical professional.
No, he has to take that surgery. I don't know why he's running away from the surgery. Yeah, I know he's scared because it's 50-50 for his career, but he just have to take the risk and take that surgery.
50-50 at this stage of his career. I think that will be a tough one. And some Nigerians will say you can take
7 minutes already in the game. We have about 5 more minutes to go.
Well,
no, 6 more minutes.
We still have 6 more, and I think it will be way more than 30 minutes that will be added.
It should be way more. We've not really seen any time wasting in this additional time.
We'll see. Let's see, because there have been some substitution and all. Let's just see. We saw a Musso too.
And now Spain are playing more deep on.
Yes, now they don't want to concede.
I think England should actually take advantage try and play this game within in the outside of their box.
And now it's a counter opportunity.
We won't do anything with it.
Now she's down.
Oh.
See how much.
See the recovery. See the recovery rate. And now they are countering the England side. Is there any option from the right side? Oh, but she
crossed the ball and. Oh, that was a solo attempt, but was blocked. Parallelo with the ball in the box, played it, but the shot was blocked.
Advantage.
Wow.
4 minutes to go.
It's just, for me, so far, it's been an easy game for Spain.
It hasn't really been an easy game for them. It's just a technical brilliance game for them. They got what they want, get the first goal, be in control of the game, and that is what they want. They expected England to come out after, conceding that goal, but England have not been able to create lot of chances in this game, and Spain just had them exactly where they want them to be. Should England have actually attacked Spain in that first half after conceding that goal, probably would have seen the second goal of this game. And don't forget, they lost. Spain actually lost the penalty to take the game to 2-0. So it's not about.
And that was a crossing, but the defender of England nodded it out for another corner.
Like I said,
Carter.
You play 30 corners against England here today. You won't disturb them. They won't consider a goal off corner kick because they have fantastic defenders there. Carter, Greenwood, and Millie Bright. These are tall defenders who can always get to sweep a corner kick off at any time.
And it should.
You know, if you look at the fans of the Spanish side, they are winning. And why they are so
England,
the pressure.
Okay, this is England side.
That's pressure. Even the Spanish fans are not
they'll
loud.
be scared. They are just
They'll be scared. It's the pressure.
remaining 3 minutes here.
This is where goosebumps. Oh, there's a corner. Oh my.
Remaining 3 minutes here is looking like 1 hour.
And if you can see this, both those who are winning and those who are about to lose are all money.
Oh, Paredes did well there, but couldn't get the ball on target. And it's a goal kick to England at the 10th minute of additional time. So far, so good, guys. We've seen 90 minutes plus 10 of this match so far. Who would be your standout player? Starting with Solomon.
All right, for this very particular match, my standard player should go to what is her name? So my standard player should go to, though she was substituted. I don't know why she was substituted. Redondo. That is the person I'm actually looking at. She's outstanding, but she was substituted. Redondo.
Yeah, Redondo.
Redondo, yeah.
Yeah, but Shegun, your standard player.
I'll go with Ons Batty in this game. She has actually been fantastic at the defense for England, for Spain, and attacking work has actually been great in this game. This game has actually been more of the defenders doing the attacking work for Spain. So I'll go with Ons in this as my best player in this final.
Yeah, so you've heard it from the guys. They've picked their favorite player so far in this match. Let's talk about the performance of Parallelo, the super sub. We see Moso is down there rolling. It seems that
Then now we'll be going more than 10 minutes. We'll be going more than 30 minutes at this rate.
Yeah, I told you it would be more than 30 minutes.
Wow, that
was a step on ankle. Well, it seems the English players are beginning to get frustrated because those are signs of frustration. And so far, England has done well. They've really done well. We remember the 2018 or thereabout FIFA World Cup. They got to the semi-finals. And here they got to the final. It seems football is not coming home.
No, football is not coming home.
Yeah.
It's not coming home. No doubt football is not coming home.
Yeah, it's not coming home.
Oh, there's still time, Sha. We still have about 2 minutes to go.
And you can see the fight.
Goals can still come in at any time in this game. That's one thing.
Yeah, goals can come in.
Because the pressure will come in. You can see the Spanish players are all up trying to ginger their players, encourage them. We have about 2 minutes to keep this game
at this time of the match, your labs begin to tell you fatigue and all those things. So they need every encouragement they can get.
1 more minute. 1 minute to go. They should stand up. This game will go into 15 minutes. They need to take their time.
The only person that has brought play life into this England side is Richard James.
Yes,
Lauren James. She's the only one that has brought life.
I still think she should have started this game.
She's the only one that has brought life, because if you look at it, now they are all looking at her. She's the one moving from defense to attack, linking the play. And if probably she had been part of the starting lineup, probably she would have scored a goal. No. So if you look at it, they are all sleeping. They are not even taking. There's no sense of urgency that we are down. You can see the players on the bench are already up, waiting for the final whistle so that the celebration can start.
Yes, the players of Spain can't wait for the celebration to start. Well, will it be Spain winning? And that's an attack from England. What can they do with it? That's a cross. Oh! And it's still in the box. Oh, well cleared by the Spanish player.
That would have been the wrong time to equalize.
That would have been a terrible
Stand up
a heartbreaker. Come on.
Stand up and play. Come on, play. Don't waste this time.
Yeah, they are leading now. That's why she want to.
Oh, you're wasting time. We're playing more additional minutes. That's it.
Wow.
Wow. Nobody to connect
Nobody to
that.
connect. Look at that.
There was nobody with her, so why is she down?
No, you know, she had to bend to, okay.
Oh, there was a collision.
Collision there.
And
There's a collision there.
it's a throw-in
Deep
for
throw,
the left side.
That is, this should be the last
Kick of the game.
Let's
But
see what
I
the
think it might be up to
expected
15
Quickly,
minutes.
take it.
Oh, now England are trying to attack. Oh!
Corner kick.
And that will be a corner kick
Yeah, you
for
see what
England.
his Batty actually did there.
Yeah,
She took
Batty,
one for
yeah.
her team there. And this, you can see the ref is already asking for the final whistle.
And you can see the
And
goalkeeper coming out.
F2 is joining the
This
attack.
might just be where England as the threat, you know. This
Yeah.
might just be the threat for England. You can see the
You were don't do
players
up
are-
there standing. And the cross is in the box. Oh, well saved by the
What a
goalkeeper.
save by the goalkeeper.
And
Now,
anytime
all waiting for
from
the
now,
whistle.
Final whistle.
and that's
And
the
we
final
whistle.
whistle. Spain
And
is the female FIFA World Cup champions 2023. It's been a long time coming, guys. It's been a long time
Oh,
coming.
fantastic one,
yeah,
fantastic
you know.
one. You know, they complete football this year. For the one calendar year, they completed the football.
Yeah.
They dominated female football, and I expect them to actually dominate at the what's it called, the coming Olympics next year.
Yeah.
Under 17 World Cup winner Spain, under 20 World Cup winner Spain. FIFA female senior national women's World Cup is Spain also.
Spain, yeah.
So they've dominated the FIFA competition. Good one for Spain. You know, right from the first day of this competition, when you watch your first game, you know that this is a team that is coming to this competition
Yeah.
to actually to actually try and win this competition. And it has been a long time coming from the manager. The English will actually feel that they should have actually done something better in this
Yeah.
game. But you know, you might just have that intention within you if you're not bringing it to the field of play.
Yeah.
It just dies as an intention. Good one for Spain. Fantastic competition. They are worthy winners of this competition. And like I said, they will play the next 2 hours without conceding a goal in this game.
All right. Also good one for Spain. Nobody expected it because we look at their history before coming to this World Cup. I think earlier on before the World Cup, they were having issues in their camp. Even they wanted the Velda to be sacked. But they had issue with the federation, and it was settled. And they came to the World Cup, and they forgot about all the issues they have, and they put. Now you can see them celebrating
And they
together.
put their country first.
Yeah, put their country first. You can see them celebrating together, a moment they never had before. Now they are happy they did. It is good to forget and forgive so that you can go. So I give it to them. And the tactical play of Spain brought another richness into this female World Cup.
Yeah.
It's so mature World Cup. I've not seen this kind of organization before. It is the first time I'm seeing such a World Cup so organized. And thank God for them. They are the 5th country to lift the female World Cup. They've joined the likes of Germany, Japan and Norway.
And the likes.
And the USA have it 4
yeah.
times. So they're the 5th country to win the World Cup. It's a good one for their image. And going forward, I think they are a force to reckon with.
Yeah, of course they've become a force to reckon with. And the game so far, so good. Spain, they confirmed the champion of the Women's World Cup 2023. Now, the next 4 years, we will see another competition like this. We hope you have been entertained. And one thing, coming into this competition, you asked a question that, 170-something goals was scored in the previous year. And when you asked me, I said, I don't see that happening in this
170
competition.
or 140?
146.
146, yeah. Was it 146?
I said 146.
Yeah. Now, and expanded number of teams to 32.
From 24.
From 24 to 32.
32. Yeah.
And that, you should have been seeing maybe with that ratio, the goals should have shoot up maybe to 180, 160. And just to see 164 goals.
164 is a good number.
Is a
It's
good
actually
number.
Even in the male football.
No, you
World
can't
Cup.
compare. The female football, we know about 9-0, 10-0,
So we don't see
sometimes
9-0,
8-0
we don't see 8-0.
in the FIFA World
I
Cup.
don't see it in female World Cup.
We see it, but once it is rare compared to
And
the
then
female game.
Mo will give
But
it-
now,
Mo will give it to the quality
but,
of
but
the game.
now, where I'm going to is now the female game has upped its quality, and even games like England, Jamaica, that you would have thought would have been a whitewash or harvest of goals, you see just 1-0. Was it England, Jamaica, or there? No, I think England, Haiti. Sorry,
1-0. Yeah.
That you see, you think it will be an harvest of goals, and that explains that the female World Cup has grown, and we are proud of what FIFA has actually done with the game. Well, congratulations to Spain. Thank you guys for joining us in the studio. And on that note, we said whatever has a beginning must come to an end. Now, the FIFA Female World Cup 2023 has come to an end. We have had a victor, which is Spain. And we won't call England a villain, but actually, they deserve some accolades too. So, from us here at the studio, congratulations to Spain. We'll be back here later in the day for our usual club football. You know, the banter is hot. Everywhere, ho, ho, ho. You know, Man U fans has been collecting woto since yesterday. And it's a spectacular case for England. And congratulations to Spain. Well, to come your way again a few hours from now, don't forget, I still remain Adeyemi, your host. And now who give up? Now fuck up. Meaning, now, don't give up on your dreams. Keep chasing them until they become a reality you can see, you can feel, and you can touch. Well, that's what Spain did, and it has become a reality that they can touch. They are actually holding the trophy because, yeah, they are the deserved champions. So, see you later in the day. God bless you.